Hi, this is Mrs. Wyrick with Seminole County Virtual School, and I just wanted to give you a quick virtual orientation to our online chemistry class. So I'm going to hit some of the highlights. You may be familiar with this, you may not. So I just wanted to go ahead and start with our top bar. First thing you'll notice there's a book icon. This is where you'll find the lessons for the course. So if you click on this, this is where all of the content is located. And so when you open it, it's going to be sorted by module, and then it will have the different lessons within each module. So if you're starting in semester 1, you're going to start with module 1. If you're starting in segment or semester 2, you're going to start with module 5. So if we were to click on this, we see we have a pretest and then each of these lessons. And when you go ahead and launch a lesson, it will have on the front page, usually there is a link to the chemistry journal. I'll show you another way you can get to the chemistry journals, but these are guided note sheets, and you will have one for every single chapter. Now, they are not required for my course. It is entirely up to you. If you want to use the chemistry journals to take your notes, I do highly recommend it though. As you're working through this lesson, you're going to use the navigation buttons in the top right. So the right arrow goes to the next page, the left arrow goes to the back or goes back one page. The home button will obviously take you home. And as you work through, you're going to read the content. If there's any interactive features, feel free to take a look at those. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead a little bit to the very last page of the first module, first lesson, and this is our summary slide. So again, here's another link to that chemistry journal, some key vocabulary terms for you to review. These are super important. Pay attention to vocabulary. And then you'll see it says assessment. So what it's going to have you do, your actual assignment for this lesson is to complete the 1.01 Science of Chemistry quiz. So that takes us to our second button at the top, the Assessments tab. And when you click on the Assessments tab, it will actually show you all of the assignments that you have to turn in. So in segment 1, this includes all of the regular as well as honors, and I'll talk about that difference in a second. But here I see my quiz or the exam for the science of chemistry. And so I would click on that, and that will pull up the quiz for lesson 1, module 1, lesson 1. A couple other features I want to point out is the check mark at the top will take you to the grade book. And so this is where you'll see your grade and how many assignments you have, how many weeks active you are in the course. The home button will obviously take you home. And then on the far right-hand side is your email button. If ever I give you feedback for an assignment, that will go to your course email. I did want to show you one other thing, and this might be true, and this is going to be accurate for both segment 1 and segment 2, but sometimes we have lab reports that we need to do. And so I'm going to go on to the 1.07 because that does have a lab report. And so you are going to work through this lesson. Again, here's a chemistry journal. I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end because I want to show you what it will tell you to do for your first lab report. So here's again a reminder, chemistry journal, vocabulary terms, and you can just click on these buttons and they will expand those sections. And then you'll notice here it says the laboratory techniques lab. Whenever you have a lab report to write, they will give you a grading rubric. They will tell you safety guidelines. Usually there's a student example of the things that you want to include in your lab report. And this one has two options. Option 1 is a virtual lab, and the virtual lab actually takes place right here on your screen. So you would click the begin button, and that's how you would start the lab. Here is the lab report. When you click on this, it will download a Word file, and you're just going to complete the lab report, fill in all the blanks. If you choose option 2, you get a different lab report that has the instructions for the hands-on lab embedded in there. So once I have downloaded my lab report, whichever one I choose, and I've completed the lab, I've done all of the questions, I'm going to go back to my assessments tab. Now it is very important to save your work in this course. Always save it, and then when you get ready to turn it in, you'll see how this one says assignment instead of an exam. And so it looks a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and click here. So I just clicked on the 1.07 assignment, and I have the option to upload a file. This is where you would click on Add Files, and you're going to find the file that you just saved with your completed lab report, and you would click Add Files, and then you would upload that file. Then, this is really important, there's a little box that says Submit for Grading. Right now, the blue button says Save for Later. So if I don't check this box, I am just going to save a draft copy. This does not turn the assignment in if you save it for later. As soon as I click this box that says Submit for Grading, you'll notice the blue box also changes to Submit for Grading. If there's no file uploaded here, you're turning in a blank document, so please make sure the file is uploaded here. The only time you use the student comment box is if there's a specific question or something you need for me to know about an assignment you're uploading, or if you're instructed to do so specifically if we're doing a virtual, like a discussion-based assessment. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and head back to the home screen because I want to show you a little bit more things that I have for you. On our home page, as soon as that loads, which hopefully will be in a second, I do have usually a header at the top, which will kind of remind you of when, what's going on this week. This is a link to our summer collaboration. For our collaboration assignment, everyone's going to do a current event. And so this is a link for those instructions. When you first start the course, you've probably already done this, but you are going to complete the activation process by completing this student agreement form by clicking this link right here. All of my contact information and my picture is right in front of you. The link to our school website, FLVS help desk, and also a feedback button. For summer term, we have special pace charts. So when you click on summer pace charts, this will take you to a screen that will have the pace charts for segment 1 and for segment 2. The summer term, your pace is much faster. Instead of doing a semester in 16 weeks like we do during the school year, we complete a semester in 8 weeks. So you can click on these, you can download them, print them out. If you are completing the honors course, it's important to remember that you have to do all of the regular assignments plus the honors assignments. If you're taking the honors course, just skip over, or sorry, if you're taking the standard course, just skip over the honors assignments, and eventually those will be exempted out for you. Okay, so take a look at the pace charts. I also have a list of what is due this week. So if you want to know what's due for you this week based on when you started the course, you can click this button. This summer, I am doing teacher scheduled DBAs, which are discussion-based assessments, and I'll talk with you more about that once we get you started, but I'm scheduling all of our DBAs based on your preferences when you completed the student agreement form. So just keep that in mind. Just plan to be ready and answer when I call. I just mentioned the collaboration assignment. There's some additional information if you click this link. And last is a link to our virtual classroom. We do have a virtual room if you ever want to have a face-to-face discussion-based assessment or need some extra help or tutoring. We can go into my Zoom room for that. This is the slide I love the most. These are our chemistry course resources. So what I have for you based on which module you're working in. So again, starting semester 2 is going to be module 5. I have all of the chemistry journals linked. And then we have lab report templates. Sometimes we've done a little bit of fancying up the formatting. And sometimes we have live lesson recordings. And so if you wanted to watch some of the virtual labs happen and kind of do them along with us, the instructors, you are welcome to watch these live lesson recordings. If you ever are stuck on something, check the resources because there's a good chance we have some specific information about how to do those activities there for you. If not, you can always check out the FLVS chemistry help site. It has tons of help videos. And that's assuming you've already asked me and I haven't been able to help. But normally I also have plenty of resources that I can send you. Plus we can always go into our Zoom room. I hope this helped give you a quick overview of how your chemistry course is set up. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks so much. Bye.